Remember that the virus is not a leveller. Some people have lost loved ones. Some people have struggled in small flats with young children and no gardens. Some people have lost their jobs and now face long-term hardship. Some people still live on the streets. Some people have felt abandoned. Some people have died alone. No going back to a society that accepts profound inequalities. Remember how we valued our NHS and care workers. No going back to an underfunded NHS and social care system where undervalued and underpaid staff make do with inadequate equipment. Remember how we got by without flying and hardly used our cars at all. We exercised on foot and by bike. We put less carbon into the atmosphere and breathed more easily as the air was cleaner. No going back to casual flying, commuting to work, sitting in traffic jams. Let's holiday in the UK, work from home where we can, and walk and cycle more. Remember how we looked out for our neighbours and they looked out for us. We learnt who is vulnerable on our streets and did what we could. People made and delivered meals and shopped for those who couldn't get out. No going back to being strangers to our neighbours and ignoring the vulnerable amongst us. Remember how we made do with the food in the cupboard, ignored best before dates and used our own senses to know if something was okay to eat. No going back to food waste, buying too much and throwing away good food. Remember how we didn't go to the shops to buy stuff we didn't really need. Fast fashion, fast food. No going back to the treadmill of endless consumption and shopping as entertainment. Remember the slower pace of life, with more time to think about what's important, more time to enjoy nature, if only through a window. No going back to the constant rush and anxiety to be at every event, with too little time to notice and appreciate what's around us. Remember that changing our behaviour rapidly, collectively and globally is possible. No going back to an acceptance of business as usual. We and our governments have the capacity to treat climate change as the emergency it is. We can go forward, remembering that we are connected to each other and the earth we live on. We have a choice.